Should we do a shoulder workout today? Yes. Okay. All right, first up, we're gonna do a little bit of a warm-up exercise for your rear delts and external rotation. We're doing supinated pull-aparts. So basically that's underhand grip. Grab yourself a 41-inch band. Make sure that it's pretty light. This is the lightest band that we sell from Clench. It's our Micro Orange. And what we want to do is get like a shoulder width grip out in front of us, straightening those elbows, and then we're pointing our thumbs out, and then we're just going to do a pull apart. So we're pulling this apart and arcing our arms out, contracting those scapulas behind us. Big squeeze at the top, keeping our elbows straight. Let it down nice and slow. And then you can basically narrow up the band tension as much as possible so that you get good tension throughout the range of motion and you get a nice good contraction at the top. And then from the back, what we're doing is working those rear delts, opening up these shoulders and getting really good external rotation. So we're gonna do 3 sets of about 12 to 15. First couple sets are just kind of a warm up, and then that last set, I want you to try to bump up that resistance and shoot for around 12 reps and really feel it in the rear delts. Nice pause, good solid contraction, and then let it down slow. All right, next up, we're gonna do some seated overhead presses with my favorite tool, the Nexus bar from Clench. We're gonna take a single 41-inch band, string it between the carabiners, and then you're gonna split that band in half and step into it. Get this bottom half right around your backside, just so that you can sit right down on it, get everything nice and centered. And then you're gonna grab a bench, a chair, whatever you got to sit down on. I like using the incline bench so I have something to put my back on, but you don't necessarily need it. And then we're gonna be getting roughly a shoulder width grip. I kinda like to put my thumbs to the knurling, and that's basically where it lines me up perfect every single time. And now we have a nice overhead press form here. Big squeeze all the way up, control it down, just about to nose height with the bar. Exhale, big squeeze on the way up, let it down, nice and slow. And I love this exercise because of the control and the comfortability it gives me. I can go really heavy with this and still get a great exercise. And we're gonna be doing 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Next up, we're gonna be doing an interesting exercise. We call it the rear delt press. We're doing 3 sets of around 15 reps each. And most of this is gonna be focused around really controlling the tempo. And what you're gonna need is a single 41-inch band anchored at about chest height. You can use a wall anchor, you can use a door anchor, a post, a tree, whatever you got. And then to set it up, you're basically gonna stand away from this band, get about a shoulder width grip, and then we're gonna pull it up behind our head, get ourselves into that kind of overhead press, and then really focus on retracting those scapulas, pulling those shoulder blades back and open, getting a lot of external rotation. And then we're gonna be pressing towards the sky, converging our hands, keeping that band behind our head up in a straight line. The band tension is gonna be pulling you over like this. I want you to fight against that, so when we're pressing up and back, and really squeezing it and controlling this tempo. 15 reps. If you need more tension, you can kind of back away from the anchor point a little bit, or you can bump the band up, but again, focus on control. All right, next up is one of my favorites. We're doing some banded lateral raises. And the way that I like to set this up, we're gonna use a Clench foot plate. That way you can stack bands on the outside so we can easily go up and down in resistance. And then I'm also gonna be using a Clench band handle, mainly for 2 things. 1, to make it comfortable, and 2, so that we take up some of this slack and that it'll allow us to get like the perfect tension. And I like to cross these bands just like this, set it up, stand on the plate. Now we're doing lateral raises, and we're gonna do an interesting little superset here. So a superset is basically 2 exercises back to back that you don't stop in between. And what we're gonna do is full reps. First exercise is a full rep. So we're doing full reps all the way up, 10 reps. Nice and controlled, get those elbows horizontally out to the sides, really focusing on those side delts and controlling it all the way down. Don't let it slingshot down, fight against it all the way. 10 good smooth reps. And then when we get to 10, you're basically gonna reconfigure the resistance if you need to, and then we're gonna jump right into our next superset exercise, which is half reps of lateral raises. So it's just partials. We're gonna get ourselves up about halfway and then control it. And we're gonna shoot for 20 partials. So you're gonna do 10 fulls and then stop for a little bit and go right into 20 half reps. And this is gonna be a burner. Like, these are gonna suck, but your delts are gonna get so pumped up from this. And like I said, if you need to bump that resistance a little bit, on the half reps, go right ahead. But we're shooting for 3 supersets. So I want you to do 3 sets of 10 fulls plus 20 halves. All right, now we're gonna finish it up with another superset. Very similar concept to the last one. We're gonna be doing the same exercise, but we're just gonna change the reps up a little bit. So we're gonna grab a single 41-inch band, and we're gonna do upright rows. I also like to use a clenched foot plate for this. You don't necessarily need it, but it definitely makes it more comfortable. I wrap that band right around that center channel. Now we're ready to step right in here, and we're gonna do upright rows, and we're gonna start out with a wide grip. So I want you, like, a little bit beyond shoulder width here, as wide as you can kind of grab it. And then we're gonna stand up, and we're doing wide grip for 10 reps. Basically row it up as high as you can get it, 10 reps. And make sure that you're choosing the resistance accordingly so that you can get all the way through the range of motion. If you're only getting halfway up, like, that's not even worth doing. Make sure that you have enough resistance so that you can get all the way up to your chest with good form, keeping it controlled. Exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down, nice and controlled. You should be feeling it on those mid delts. And then we're gonna basically drop down, go to a narrow grip, and then we're gonna finish out our superset with 10 reps of a narrow grip. Nice and slow and controlled. Big squeeze at the top, let it down nice and slow, and bang out as many reps as you can to 10. Of course. And we're gonna be doing 3 sets of that. So 3 sets by 10 wide, switch to 10 narrow. That's 1 set, and we're gonna do that 3 times. All right, now that your shoulders are thoroughly smoked, I want you to reach up and hit that like button. And also, let me know what your favorite exercise was in the comments below. I hope you made it all the way through. Thanks for working out with me. Furthermore, if you want more workouts, more content like this, check out the on-screen video links. We have tons of content on our channel just like this. Also, if you need any of the bands or accessories shown today, head over to clenchfitness.com. We will hook you up, and thank you for watching.